Hello students, today we are going to start the second chapter of biology of 9th class, that is tissues. Even before we start the chapter, I would like to recall few points of the previous chapter, cell, the fundamental unit of life, in which we have read about cells. That cells are the basic unit of all living organism. That means all living organisms are made of simplest element or substance called cells. We also have seen the difference between unicellular and multicellular organism. In unicellular organisms, single cell are found, while multicellular organisms are made of many cells. Generally, the example of unicellular organism are amoeba and paramecium, while example of multicellular organism are plants, animals, human being, etc. In unicellular organism, a single cell has to carry out all the important activities of the body, while in multicellular organism there is division of labor. That means work or labor are divided into group of cells. That certain group of cells will carry out process of respiration, while other group of cells will perform process of excretion. So this is the division of labor. Today we are going to start second chapter of biology, that is tissue. Tissues are also a group of cells having similar structure and origin and perform a specific function. So today is the introductory part of tissue chapter, in which we will learn about the definition of tissue and type of tissues. So let us start. Tissues. First of all, let us see the definition of the tissue. That what is tissue? Tissue is a group of cells having similar structure having similar structure and origin and perform a specific function. So tissues are group of cells having similar structure and origin and perform a specific function. Well, whenever we talk about structural organization of an individual, they are made of group of cells. These group of cells gives tissues. This group of tissues combine to form organ. This group of organ combines to give organ system, and this group of organ system gives rise to an organism. So any living organism or individuals are made of group of cells. This group of cells gives tissues, and this group of tissues combine to form organs, and organ also again combine to form organ system. Collection of organ system gives rise to an organism. Suppose if we take an example of human, suppose here organism is human and organ system is respiratory system. So in the process of respiration, different organs takes part, that are nostrils, windpipe, nostrils, pharynx, lungs and bronchioles, lungs, bronchioles, etc. So different organs are involved in the process of respiratory system. So this is the example of organism that in human beings there are different type of organ systems, respiratory system, excretory system, digestive system, so they are so on, and all the organs, collection of organs, nostril, pharynx, lungs, bronchioles, etc. will participate in the process of respiration process, and these organs are made of collection of tissues, and these tissues are made of group or collection of cells. So this is the structural organization of an individual, that how the structure of individual are made of. Now moving ahead, we will discuss the types of tissues. In the previous chapter we have seen that cells are divided into plant cell and animal cell. So here also tissues are broadly divided into plant tissue and animal tissues. Tissues are divided into plant and this tissue can be written in short as TS. So this is plant tissue and this is animal tissues. These animal tissues are of 4 types. These animal tissues are of 4 types: epithelial tissue, epithelial tissues, muscular tissues, muscular tissues, connective tissues, and fourth one is nervous tissue, nervous tissues. So here we have seen that animal tissues are of 4 types: epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue and nervous tissue. Now coming back to the plant tissue. These plant tissues are divided into 2: meristematic tissue. One is meristematic tissue, and other is permanent tissue. Other is permanent tissues. Now this meristematic tissues are of 3 types. On the basis of location of the meristems, these are of 3 types: apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and third one is lateral meristem. So meristematic tissues are of 3 types: apical meristem, intercalary and lateral meristems, and these permanent tissues are of 2 types: simple permanent tissue. This permanent tissue can be written as PTS. So this is simple permanent tissues, and the other one is complex permanent tissues. Complex permanent tissues. These complex permanent tissues are of 2 types: xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem are the 2 complex tissues. Now these simple permanent tissues are of 2 types. One is supportive, one is supportive and other is protective. Protective permanent tissues, and this supportive tissues are again of three types. One is parenchyma, other is collenchyma, and the third one is sclerenchyma. And the protective tissue are of two types. One is cork and other is epidermis. So these are the division of tissues, that these tissues are broadly divided into plant and animal tissue. Plant tissues are again divided into meristematic and permanent tissues. These meristematic tissues are of three types: apical meristem, lateral and intercalary meristems. While these permanent tissues are subdivided into simple permanent and complex permanent tissues. These simple permanent tissues are divided into supportive and protective. Supportive is are of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Protective tissue is divided into cork and epidermis. Complex permanent tissues are of two types: xylem and phloem. Animal tissues are of four types: epithelial, muscular, connective and nervous tissue. So today is the introductory part of the tissue chapter. In the later session, we will discuss all this type of tissues in details one by one. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.